Hello, hello. Hi, Gen X Leftist, my friend. Hi, YouTube and Twitch. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Happy Monday, if there's such thing as a happy Monday. Nope, get on board. This is going to work. Okay, go ahead and request up, Julie. Let's have a chitty chat for everybody else. While I'm waiting for my Trump supporters to join the queue, let's get down to some Diava Smackdown. Here we go. She signs on every day waiting for MAGA to enter the door. Whether this and that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diana hit them with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but her force is steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diana's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diana, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running her show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jew. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a fight. Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong. She's a force to see. Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. That's for you, MAGA. Stop being so emotional. All right, welcome in, everybody. I see those hearts flying. Let's get some more. Let's get up to at least 50K as quick as we can. Let's get up to 50K as quick as we can. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here, tuning in today. I really, really appreciate you. Raymond, nobody cares. Okay? You don't have to keep spamming the same comment or you're just going to get muted. Nobody cares. Not a soul cares. Nobody but you cares. I promise. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit up the guest request button real quick, and let's have a conversation. I'm going to go ahead and bring my backup account up. Please make sure you're following my backup account for obvious reasons. All right. Let me bring up our first guest.
That's me.
Raymond, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Of course. When you said America first.
Yeah. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? And what state did you vote in?
55, Florida.
Okay.
You guys are going to lose again in 2028. You know?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
JD will be the president.
Are you going to talk about anything else, or are you just going to talk nonsense?
Well, you guys need to focus on getting a candidate that has charisma, like a Kennedy, a Franklin.
No.
You know, somebody.
No, that's okay. I promise you that the stock market crashing, it's not just Democrats losing money. I promise you Republicans will not win again for a very long time. Do you know what happened after the Great Depression? Do you know what happened? Do you know what happened after the Great Depression?
The economy will be fixed in 3 months.
Okay. Can you answer my question? Can you answer my question? What happened after this Great Depression?
That's not going to repeat itself.
Can you please answer me the question? If you don't know, just say I don't know.
I don't care to know that because it's 2025.
Exactly. But after the Great Depression, after they ran it into the ground and people couldn't afford shit and people were waiting in bread lines and lost their retirement or lost all their money, Republicans didn't have a majority in Congress for 60 years. So burn it down, Trump. Burn it down. As long as we don't get Republicans for 60 more years, I'm good with that. Shun Republicans, shun MAGA. Woo! The delusion is strong.
Eric Trump, Don Jr. Oh my gosh, that's 4 times 16, whatever that is. 54 maybe? 54 years. The Republicans will be in the White House. You're not going to be laughing in 2028.
I know. I think are we being pumped? Is like Ashton Kutcher going to jump out in a second and be like, nah, dog, I'm just messing with you.
November 6th.
I'm a troll.
November 6th at 1 in the morning. You were not laughing. Get a candidate. I'm giving you guys good advice.
We had a good candidate. So you're just a racist and a misogynist. That's on you. That's on you.
Qualified.
Yes. What made her not qualified? Because she's a woman or because she's black?
She's not black. She's 90% Indian, 10% Irish. She doesn't have a single nappy hair. That hair.
Oh my God. Oh my. Get the fuck off my live, you nasty, despicable, fucking racist piece of goddamn shit. Get the fuck out of here, you nasty ass. Don't you ever say that on my live again, you sick, sick bitch. I was right. It was racist. He was a racist. Oh my God, that was so gross. Oh, I blocked him. Don't worry. Y'all, this is not my first rodeo. I've been doing this for almost a year straight. They don't get dropped before they get blocked. Don't worry. Don't worry. That is disgusting. I'm in Florida. I have to breathe the same air as that prick. My God. That is disgusting. My God. I said either racist or misogynist. He's like, I'm not a racist. Oh, okay. Of course he follows a lot of young girls. You can't be a Trump supporter unless you do. That was just disgusting. Oh my God. My fellow white people, y'all got to do better. I can give you some names of some books y'all can start reading to start learning how to be anti-racist. Because you sure ain't got this I'm not racist down pat very well. My God. That was gross. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. My God, that was horrid. Like, how do people... Like, how do people's brains, how do they feel that way? How can you think that way as just a normal human being? I don't understand. My God, that's so gross. They want a dictator. They want a king. Did you hear him? He's like, Don Jr., Barron, we're going to have a Trump in there for the next 40 years. I'm like, what? Oh, my goodness. That was a very disgusting. I hate to use the word human being. But unfortunately, he is part of our species. God damn, that was gross. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you're just getting here, he just said something horrifically racist. It was so bad.
and so disgusting. Be glad if you missed it, be happy. Anyway, if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Oh yeah, I have a background for that too. Old Trumpy pants in true dictator style. I mean, like in true, honest to goodness dictator style. This motherfucker wants a military parade for his birthday. Remember last time he was president, he wanted to do a military parade, and the army and the military said, no, you can't do that. It's a logistical nightmare. It'll tear up the roads, and it's going to cost over $113 million. And so they told him no. So guess what? He orders a 4-mile military parade. Oh my God. I just got banned. This is crazy. I just got banned for 24 hours. Come on. This is ridiculous. For bullying and harassing. Not for the guy who made a racist remark and I called him a piece of shit.
So let me see if I've got this one straight.
I should have restarted after he said that. They can be just nasty, racist pieces of shit trolls. And I get banned for standing up for against the racist stuff. This is ridiculous. I appealed it. Let's see how that goes. God, that's so annoying. They can just be colossal pieces of shit. I'm so sick of TikTok. Like, I'm out here trying to stop the misinformation, disinformation, the racism, the misogyny, trying to teach and educate and try to, hold these people's feet to the fire. This is ridiculous. Exactly. MAGA lives never get dropped. I go by and they're hateful and disgusting. They say they're just constant misinformation. How they don't get flagged just for misinformation, I'll never know. That's crazy. Let's see if I win my appeal. If not, I'll go up on my 2.0. But this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous. And Donald Trump wanting a military parade for his birthday. I'm sorry, what? We don't do military parades. North Korea does those. Probably Russia does those. We don't do those. This is crazy. And how they don't see it, I'll never understand. I did get taken down. I'm appealing right now. Of course, my appeal was not approved. God damn it, man. Let me send it to my agent real quick. Golly, man. I'm so sick of this shit. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go up on my 2.0 account because I got a 24-hour ban for absolutely nothing, of course. I should have just restarted my live right then as soon as he made that. Oh, they're definitely targeting my TikTok. Oh, for sure. They're for sure targeting my TikTok. That is a no-brainer. They 100% are. Go on my 2.0. Yep. If SCOTUS rules that they don't have to bring that man back, I am leaving the country. I am leaving the country, because if our Supreme Court isn't even going to make the Trump administration bring that man who they already admitted they made a mistake and not bring him back and leave him in a torture prison, there's no hope. So if they can disappear him off the streets, they can disappear me and you and anybody else. Just horrifically dangerous. I mean, bad. Really, really bad. That is really, really bad. That is not okay. All right, I'm going back live on my 2.0. We are on my 2.0 account. We're on my backup account. Yay. I got a 24-hour timeout. I swear TikTok hates me. I know, one golden Nubian. Me either. That was so gross. All right. Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me bring my backup account up. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request. Everybody else, let's make those hearts fly. Get up on the For You page quick. I am on my 2.0 account. I have a 24-hour timeout on my main. So I'm going to bring up my backup to my backup account. Make sure you're following my 3.0 because we're on my 2.0 right now. I'm so over this app. Yep. The hearts are flying. Thank you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request. If you voted for Kamala Harris, you're going to just keep sending me love on the screen, sending me love. I did nothing wrong except for counter the racism, but yeah, I get banana. That makes all the sense in the world. Democrats are the worst. Yeah. Okay. We're not the one crashing the economy. Tanking the stock market. Erroneously sending people to a torture prison in El Salvador. We ain't the one fucking it all up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I have no idea. It doesn't tell me who reported me. I have no idea. I know nothing. They don't tell us anything. They were not here illegally. They were here legally. So if they can take legal residents, they can take you too. If nobody gets due process, if one person doesn't get due process rights, none of us get due process rights. Oh yeah, John Beer, I'm so sick of you. You said you didn't vote for Donald Trump, but it's literally, you're just grotesque. You come here every day and just spew the most dumbest shit, but never come up. So I'm muting you. I don't want to see your comments anymore. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request button and come up. If you voted for Kamala, you're just making those hearts fly. Let's get up to 50K. Let's see how quick we can get to 50K. Let's see how quick we can get to 50K, guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. I'm on my 2.0 account for the next 24 hours. Make sure you're following my 3.0 account down there at the bottom. They were legal and they were not gang members. You are wrong. Unfortunately for you, you guys lack the ability to do even a modicum of research. And unfortunately, that's on you. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. I'm not lying. All you have to do is look. Like, literally look. Like, just go look. Fucking potatoes. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Welcome Mishi Raid. Everybody else should be sending the hearts. We're trying to get to 50K as fast as we can. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request. Otherwise, you're going to get muted. The comment section is for Kamala supporters. Comment section is for Kamala supporters because they are not allowed on the panel right now. Only Trump supporters are allowed to request. So you need to be up here talking to me. Everybody else, Kamala supporters can comment. You can't argue with a podcaster that controls the show just like radio shows. Oh my God. It's a really good thing I'm not a podcaster. Nice excuse to say that I'm just too scared to come up and talk to you. Like, that's a shorter sentence. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you're scared to come up here, just tell me you're scared. And if you have less than 10 followers, don't even bother to request. I just have the person that's requesting, their username is a bunch of gobbledygook, and I don't trust them, so I'm not bringing them up. No picture, no nothing. And the last 3 days, every single one that has that little picture and the little goofy picture, the cartoon picture, always comes up in slurs and has to make me start over. So I'm not feeling it. My gut's telling me no. My gut's telling me no. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button, please. Like, I don't understand if Trump supporters don't realize that it's you do understand that Wisconsin took the okay, the sound, I'm not bringing you up, so stop requesting, please. I'm not bringing you up. If you keep, okay, I'll just block you because you're not getting the hint. You just want to come up and the people that are like that want to come up and slur. So that's why I always go with my gut. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. They don't ever want to talk to me. They're literally so scared to talk to me because how do you defend this? He's like, I'm going to fix everything day one. Everything's going to be cheaper. Everything's going to be better. And now he's like, y'all got to be strong now. Don't be panicins. The new party of people that panic. Panicins. Yeah. I bet he thought of that all in their home. He's such a dork. God, he's the dumbest fucker that's ever walked this planet. Like, how do you lose $9 trillion in our stock market in a week? And you're all like, yes, he's doing fabulous. Yes, boo, yes. How demented do you have to be? Like, seriously. Do they think that only Democrats have 401ks? Republicans are going to be pissed too. Oh, Travis, that's so cute. Did you think about that all on your own, honey? Vote blue if you like poo. Oh my goodness, did you think about that all by yourself? Did you come up with that little funny all by yourself? Because that was really cute. You should be so proud of yourself. Gross. How adorable. If you vote for blue, you like poo. Ugh. You came up with it all by yourself. You're such a good boy. What a good boy. You good boy. He's so cute. Just like a good third grader. Exactly. That's such a good one. Oh, I'll show you. Oh, this background. Even my 11-year-old beats you. HOTTOGO. Trump has to fucking go. My daughter drew Trump. Still better than vote blue if you like poo. HOTTOGO. Trump has to fucking go. I bet my 11-year-old came up with that a lot faster than vote blue if you like poo. Boom. She is definitely my daughter. She hates old yam tits as much as I do. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Do you want me to make a recording of that so you can use it for your ringtone, you said? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. There are so many people in this live that are Trump supporters, and not a single one of them is requesting to come up. And they're the only ones I'm allowing to come up and talk right now. I'm not even letting Trump of Harris supporters come up, and they still aren't taking the advantage of being able to come up and talk to me one-on-one because they're scared of me. They're all too scared. I mean, I know it's hard to defend. The economy's crashing, stock market's crashing. He's ordering himself a military parade like good old Kim Jong-un for his birthday. He asked the Supreme Court to block the judge that's making them bring the guy back that they sent to El Salvador wrongly. What the fuck? You know why they don't want to get him back, don't you? Because that man's gonna talk. That man's gonna talk. Talk. And that's what they don't want. They don't want him to talk. They issued a stay. That does not mean it was reversed. That's just a temporary stay that he didn't have to be returned by midnight tonight. That's not a final ruling. Which I'm still disappointed they did a stay. But yeah, if they overrule or if they block that judge from requiring the government to bring that man back, we should be very concerned. Nobody's crying woodcutter. Only psychopaths get pleasure out of other people's pain. Even though I'm not in pain, by you making that statement, you're just either a psychopath or a sociopath. And quite frankly, that's all that MAGA is. So, nope, I don't cry every day. I hold you guys' feet to the fire for what the hell you voted for. He's like, I'll fix everything day one. Now he's like, y'all are going to have to be courageous and tough. We're going to have to be tough. Suck it up, Buttercup. He went from, I'm going to fix everything day one to, y'all going to have to just go through some pain. And y'all are like, yes, daddy. Yes. We'll totally go through pain. Yeah. So ridiculous. This is self-inflicted. It's not like we went through a pandemic and, oh gosh, we're going to have to go through some pain before we get out of this. He did this all on his own for no reason at all. None. No reason. People are losing their retirement. People are losing their 401ks. And they're talking about getting rid of Social Security, Medicaid, and all that kind of stuff. So what are people going to do? Oh, that's right. Trump supporters don't care because they don't care about other people. They only care about themselves. See, the difference between Republicans and Democrats is Republicans, well, withhold food from a group of people because there might be one person who doesn't deserve it. So they won't give anybody into anything to anybody. Democrats are, we will give everybody food for fear that one person who needs it won't get it. That's the difference. Oh, Travis, you vote blue if you like poo. I'm going to invite you to come up here one more time, and I'm muting you. You coward. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Look at all the Trumpers in here. Look at this. Look at this. Just constant Trump supporters in here, and not a one of them will come up and talk to me. All right, CXJJR. Seems like you have a case of I'm not coming up to talk to you, so I'm going to go ahead and mute you. That's probably because you're right, they're probably bots. They're at these little Russian call centers, all these little Russian bot farms, and they're just typing away, and they can't request because they can't actually come up and talk. So they just stay behind the keyboard because they're not actual humans. All right, TikTok's doing another flash goal of the little hearts, the little heartbeats. If you want to just cost you one coin, but it does a lot for the algorithm and the payout. So I appreciate it if you guys would knock that out for me, if you'd like. Appreciate you so much. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Hello. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Look at all these Trump supporters. Just my box is full. They're scared of me. Let's make sure we stay up on the For You page. Let's get to 100. I got a timeout on my main page. I'm on my backup till tomorrow. So make sure you're following my 3.0 down there at the bottom of the screen. I can't handle basic questions. How would you know? Not a single person has come up here and talked to me. But now you're getting muted because you won't come up and talk to me and you're being a coward. So guess what? The only way you have any type of freedom of speech in here is if you come up and use your mouth. You gotta use your mouth. You gotta talk. You guys talked a lot of shit before the election and a lot of shit after the election until he got into office. And then you went squeaky ass quiet after he started doing all this crazy shit. Because you can't defend it. Okay, I need 6 more of the little heart me's. I need 6 more of the little heart me's for the challenge. All right, you're going to get muted too, Trumpster. All of you cowards, I don't want you in my comment section. I need you in my box talking to me. Look at the sheer number of Trump supporters that are in here, and they will not come up. They are so scared. What a bunch of cowards. Thank you, guys. Yep, they are scared because I've been on here for 20 minutes now and not a single one will come up. My U.S. Marine, you can be muted too. Did I take my meds, Grandma? That's all you got? Is your kindergarten insults? You take your meds, Grandma. Okay, my that's like kindergartners can do better than that. If that's your insult, right? Okay. Oh, these people are weird. Absolutely weird. They just constantly. They can't defend anything that Trump is doing, so they insult. They don't know any policy, so they insult and they belittle. They don't know anything that they can't defend the stock market crashing, so they insult. They can't name a single policy that Donald Trump has ever done for them economically, this last term or this term. They can't defend anything. They don't know anything. They don't know policy. They don't know how government works. They don't know. So they just insult. They bully and they insult just like Trump does. That's why they voted for him, because they're just like him. I do know shit. I research. I do this 7 days a week, and I've been doing it 7 days a week for nearly a year. Next month will be a year. I research everything. I know the butterflies are cool, aren't they? And if there's something I don't know, I'll say, oh, I don't know that. And then I'll turn to my little laptop right here and I'll look it up. Because Google's free. Google's free. It's free. So is Bing. So is DuckDuckGo. So it's like they're all free. You don't even have to pay. You can literally just research. So amazing. So amazing. Except for Trump supporters don't know how to use it. They just go, nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
What you should do is get a job and start begging for money on the internet.
Aw, aren't you jealous? That's so cute.
I know. Send me $2.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Here we go. Thank you. Oh, nothing pisses off MAGA more than your support. So I'll go ahead and put my little banner up there. I got my right over here. Spelled the same on Cash App and Venmo. Spelled the same way. Y'all, if you want to contribute to my non-job, so that U.S. Marine will not be, because he's so jealous. He's so jealous.
Jealous. I'm wealthy.
Yeah.
Jealous?
Okay.
Money on TikTok?
Okay.
I don't have to know money.
I haven't either. Haven't said it once.
Send me $2.
I haven't said it once. I haven't said it once. You did. Haven't said it once. You did. I haven't said it once this entire time I've gone on here. You did. Not me. I've never asked. I have never asked for $1 on this app. Ask any. Nope. Shut your yeah. Hey. Know your place, man. This is a woman's live. You don't have control here. Yeah. Put a sock in it, boo-boo. It's okay. Have some self-control. Have some. Go ahead. Run away. I know you're going to run away. It's okay. Run away. All of you, you all do. You all run away because you can't handle it. I understand. Go okay. Okay. He is not okay. Oh, U.S. Marine. Oh my goodness. Electric Gal Shar. Thank you for the $10 Cash App. You know I have to send money. Thank you, Cheryl, for the $1 I Hate Trump MAGA challenge. So Cheryl is challenging everyone to send $1 for the I Hate Trump MAGA challenge. If you want to support my live. Daryl, thank you for the $10. Fake pay for your fake job. Thank you. Sean, thank you for the $2. Fluffy, thank you for the $4. You got my full support. Thank you. Oh, U.S. Marine, does that make you sad? Are you in your feels, honey? For my fake job? I never mentioned money at all. You came up and said, give me $2. Okay. Okay. Just in case you were wondering there, U.S. Marine. I wish you were still in the box. I wanted to ask you the question. Where was Donald Trump? Where was Donald Trump the other day? When they were doing the dignified transfer. Jackie, thank you for the subscription. When they were doing the dignified transfer. Junior, thank you for the $1 for the Cash App. Where was Donald Trump the other day? When they had the dignified transfer of the 4 bodies from Lithuania. Where was Donald Trump at Dover Air Force Base? Where was J.D. Vance? How disrespectful to our veterans to choose to go to a golf dinner and golf with a Saudi golf tournament over going and getting and receiving the bodies of our fallen soldiers. He was golfing. How disrespectful. And Vance is a veteran, and he didn't go either? This administration does not like vets. Ronzi, thank you for the $5 Cash App for a friend. Thank you. Gen X Proud, thank you for the $10 for the sad Marine trader comments. Thank you guys for your support. I do appreciate you. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request button and come on up. The U.S. does not love Donald Trump. Sorry. He only won by 39% of the population. That's not enough to say America loves him. More people voted against Donald Trump than voted for him. It sure is cute, though. Sure is cute, you think. And it's so cute. If you voted for Donald Trump and you're chirping in the comment section and you're not coming up to talk to me and you're not in the guest request box, that's why you're getting muted, just so you know. You guys are supposed to be in the guest request box. You're not supposed to be in the comment section. And this is, I am on my backup account. I am on my backup account. I do have my 3.0 on the bottom of the screen. Make sure you're following my backup to my backup. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Use a bunch of numbers who can't even figure out what kind of username they want. Like, it's really hard. But use a bunch of numbers. He can be muted if he doesn't come up, because I've already invited him to come up. And if he doesn't come up, then he can be muted. Yep. If they're not gonna, their First Amendment, they don't have First Amendment rights in here other than less speaking to me, unless, because if you voted for Trump, because only the comment sections for Kamala supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come up. You guys are pathetic. I might have to do a restart just because I do not have PayPal. PayPal does not allow you, unless you set up a business account, you have to use your government name. And I'm not putting my government name on there because Trump supporters are violent. And I have young kids. Yeah, there's a lot of bots today because I haven't any people who voted for Trump that will come up and talk to me. So they obviously have to be. I'm just on the coward side of TikTok for Trump supporters because, I mean, I see my mods inviting them up. Every single one of them gets invited up. And none of them are coming up. So I think I'm on the coward side. So I think I just need to do a quick restart because there isn't any courageous Trump supporters in here. So give me 30 seconds. I'm going to run to the restroom and I'll be right back. So everybody come right back. All right, YouTube and Twitch, I'm going to keep you guys up. I'm not going to close y'all out, but I'm just going to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then we're going to get going again because I had no opposition. It's not fun to just talk to myself. off my glasses. Okay. Okay, let me restart. Whew. Figure if I was gonna restart over, I figure I might as well go to the bathroom, and that way I don't have to take another break. Let me change the background. Maybe it's just not resonating. Let's see. All right, we're going back live again. Here we go. We are live. Hi, everybody over on Twitch and YouTube. So glad you're here. Make sure you're all subscribing. Make sure you're all hitting the likes. I'm trying to build up my YouTube channel. And I'm going to be doing call-ins on YouTube. So we're going to try that out real soon. I'm just waiting for my new setup to get here so we can get that all set up. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you guys like this background, or should we do another one? Do you think this is good enough, or is it too much reading? You like this background? Yeah, it might be too many words. Yeah, it's not crayons or Sharpies. I like this one. What about Biden? What about Biden? Oh, and then we got this one. Hold on, let's see. In today's Roman Empire, Nero plays golf while the economy burns. My eyes, I know. Sorry to torture y'all so. You guys are better than that. You deserve better than that. What about this one? Believing that billionaires are fighting for the working class requires a comical level of delusion. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. We're just playing. It's still too many words. Did you know that did you know that Donald Trump put out there that the protesters who went to protest the other day, that they were paid $100 million each to go protest? You know, desperate when he's making that shit up. Goofy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. It's going to be simple. Okay, let me see if I have a picture. Oh, this one's good. I make a stupid decision. Something really bad happens. I convince my followers the problem is now magically solved, and I reverse my stupid decision. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. If you voted for Donald Trump, I'm looking to talk to you. Request up. He's getting his paid protesters mixed up. Yeah. I made a bunch of backgrounds today. What's this one? I forgot what this one is. Oh, here we go. I don't need you anymore. I'm MAGA now. He's got the gold shoes on and the red hat. The brain's like, bye. right. I'll leave that one. You guys said to leave that one. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. I love the gold shoes. Right down to the gold shoes. Oh, Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. Is he cute? Is Jesus cute? Is he single? I mean, let me know. You said Jesus loves me, so let me know. Is he good looking? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. You don't need to pray for me. That's imposing your religion on somebody else. Gross. Stop shoving it down our throat. Stop shoving your religion down our throat. Isn't that what you talk about LGBTQ and other people? Like, Stan, just don't need to shove it down our throat. I've never had a Trump supporter. I'm sorry. I have never had a member of the LGBTQ community come over and knock on my front door. Would you like to join the LGBTQ club? But I have had people knock on my door. Would you like to learn about Jesus? Ain't nobody shoving nothing down your throat. Oh, where'd that guy go? I had somebody in the box. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. All right. Carter, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
I personally did not vote for Trump. I just join every live stream just saying that I just hope you guys have a great day and that Jesus Christ loves you guys.
Oh, and did you not hear me just say you don't have people's consent? I know Trump supporters don't care about consent, but you can't just go around telling people you're going to pray for them and Jesus loves you and all that stuff because not everybody believes the same way you do. That is actually shoving your religion down someone else's throat. The way you accuse LGBTQ people of doing it. That's what you guys do. That's literally shoving your religion down everyone's throat. Projection. It's always projection from the Christians. Stop shoving LGBTQ down our throats. But we're going to shove our religion down yours. And tell you we're going to pray for you when you don't want it. Or you didn't ask for it. You're the only one shoving anything down anyone's throat. All LGBTQ people want to do is live their life and have you leave them the fuck alone. That's it. That's it. That's it. They just want you to leave them alone. Stop writing laws against them. They're U.S. citizens as well. All they want to do is live their life, love who they want to love, live their life the way they want to live it, and you leave them alone. That's literally all they want. If you guys would stop talking about and stop, if you guys would not stop talking about, if you guys would stop writing laws against people, LGBTQ people, then we would stop fighting you. And you wouldn't have to hear about it all the time, but you guys keep it in your mouth. You guys keep LGBTQ people in your mouth. You're the ones who you guys are the ones who keep talking about LGBTQ people. You're literally obsessed. And the rest of us just already know that your closet's made of glass. If you think about gay people and LGBTQ people that much, oh, the Democrat Party is not falling apart. Dude, we are so energized right now. You're just delusional. You have to be. Have to be a Trump supporter for sure. The delusion's so strong. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I'm only allowing Trump supporters to come in the box right now. So if you voted for Donald Trump, jump in the box. Let's have a conversation. Oh, they're definitely on the DL. Yeah. We are not falling apart. We had record number of people, the biggest protests in decades. Huge. Yeah. You guys want to believe that Democrats are falling apart, but you're just delusional as usual. We are after Cory Booker, after all the protests and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. We're ready. Stock market crashing. People are, if you guys think that only Democrats are having their 401ks and their retirements decimated, you are wrong. Republicans are having it theirs too. And once people get hit in their wallet, they will start defecting from Donald Trump. You start affecting the way of people's lives and the ability to afford groceries, to be able to afford to feed your family. They're going to step away from him real fast. When they're talking about getting rid of Medicare, Medicaid, and tanking the retirement accounts, no one's going to be able to retire. You think people are going to be happy with that? Oh, no. Oh, no. MAGA is going to turn on them so hard. And when it does, and it's not because Trump supporters have finally found empathy, right? It's not because they just finally found empathy. Because we know they don't care. As long as they thought it was going to affect someone else, they were cool with it. The minute it hits them and it bothers and hits them directly, oh, that's when they're going to change their tune. Not because they found empathy for other people, but because it hit them directly. And that's the only thing that's going to make them change. It's not that they suddenly found empathy for other people. They just thought it was going to hurt other people. And now that it's hurting them, then they're going to bail on MAGA for sure. I've said it since last year that eventually Trump supporters will all deny they voted for Donald Trump. His name will be synonymous. It'll be right up there with the level of disdain and human rights violations and disgustingness as Schiller. And you guys will all be like, I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him. I didn't. Days in 5. You're gonna have to request up if you want to talk anymore. You have. I can't invite you up because you have your invites turned off. But I also muted you because you're not going to talk in here. You're just spewing a bunch of nonsense. Trump supporters are supposed to be in the guest request box. Good Lord, can't talk. Vanka, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
You're darn right I did, and I'm going to do it a third time too.
How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
22 in the greatest state in the union, the Lone Star State of Texas.
Okay.
Without using feelings or emotions to justify your logic here.
Oh, sorry, what?
See that right there? You can't? Okay. Anyway, she just proved my point.
You haven't made a point, dude.
I said without using emotions or feelings, and then you go ahead and laugh. How are these tariffs going to be bad? Because we're already doing very freaking well. We're already doing well.
They don't go effective until Wednesday. That's why you don't feel it yet, smarty pants.
Why are all these people backing down?
Who?
Mexico just said that they're not going to do retaliatory tariffs.
Okay, tell me where what news source?
The Wall Street Journal just posted it. A left-leaning.
What does that have to? What does that have? The stock market is fucking crashing. It crashed 2,200 points on Friday. I don't allow men to speak over me, and it won't start with you. If I'm speaking, you're not. No, I don't allow men to speak over me. It will not start with you. I'm perfectly fine with having a conversation, but you will not speak over me. I'm looking up your Wall Street Journal. There is no Wall Street Journal article for today that talks about tariffs. Oh, wait a minute. First victim of Trump's trade war, Michigan's economy. Oh, that's Wall Street Journal.
Mexico.
Wall Street Journal, the peril of Trump's tariffs on America's auto titans. From 2 days ago, 3 days ago, USMCA exemption continues. Oh, unfortunately for you, 3 days ago, the USMCA exemption continues for Canada and Mexico, the White House says. So right now, the Canada and Mexico from 3 days ago, Canada and Mexico, well, the White House says the USMCA exemption continues for Canada and Mexico. I did.
Not from the Wall Street Journal.
You said Wall Street Journal. That's what I went to look.
Yes. Not just from the Wall Street Journal. Aaron Parnas just did a whole TikTok.
Okay, so what?
Mexico.
So what? So what?
The point is that they are backing down and we are getting what we deserve, which is a fair and free trade agreement.
Oh, where's that?
What the fuck do you mean? Where is that? The United States, you dummy.
Oh, what's your point, Boo-Boo? You're so emotional. You're so emotional. You're so emotional. Did Aaron Parnas' latest update mention Mexico, perhaps?
They're gonna like ask me a question. Anyway, yes, they did.
You're muffled. Are you eating your microphone?
You guys are grasping for straws. You're doing anything you can to make Trump into.
Go away, fetus. 22 going on 12. Thank you. That was gross. Okay. So emotional. Reuters, 4 hours ago, Mexico seeks to avoid retaliatory tariffs against the U.S., but not ruling them out. Oh my God, not the same thing and not what you said. He's not right. I just read what it says. Mexico seeks to avoid retaliatory tariffs against the U.S., but not ruling them out. Oh my God, that's a win, guys. That's a win. It's a win. Who is grasping at straws? My God. Headline readers. If they even get that. But if they do get any part of an article, it's the headline. They don't read past the headline. Hell no, Canada's not backing ground. It doesn't even matter if they do retaliatory tariffs anyway, if they're boycotting all your products. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. They can't. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
32, I voted in Minnesota.
Okay. Did you want to add to the conversation or what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I'm just curious. I hear you guys. I hear you loud and clear. I saw hands-off protests all over this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, how else are we supposed to pay back our deficit, which we've known for years and years and years how much we're in debt as a country?
And you voted for Donald Trump?
Well, did the Democrats have any plans to pay back the deficit?
How about you stop fucking adding to it? Donald Trump added a quarter of our national debt in his first term in 4 years. He's already added $4.5 trillion more in the first 2 months.
Okay, but
So what the fuck are you talking about?
didn't Biden spend just the same in his? I mean, everything's
No. Donald Trump spent $8 trillion in his first term, which at the time was a quarter of our debt.
Okay,
Biden spent $4.
Because I never
Half of it.
Where's that source?
Oh my God. I mean, are you being for real?
Ask me a question for a source. I want to see it. That's all I'm asking for.
No. No. I do you guys' homework for you every single day. I bring up the source. I show you. I read it to you, and you guys still say no. So you go look.
Okay, well, I will look it up.
No, go. No, you got Google in your hand. Go.
You're lying to your people.
I am not. I am not. I am not. I am not.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm getting it. Shut up.
Like all you do, you just mute people that come on here.
No, I'm not. If I'm looking something up and I'm looking this way, I can't have you with an open mic because you might say something that's going to get my account banned. So I have to keep you quiet while I'm looking. I can't do both because you won't go get a source because you don't know how to research. So I'm looking for it.
I do know how to research.
Okay, then why don't you go get it?
Because it's not real. That's why.
Okay, just a minute. Jesus fucking Christ. Apparently you can't read either, so I'll read it to you. Literally took me 2 fucking seconds. Here we go. Committee for Responsible Federal Budget, crfb.org. Hold on. All right, give me 1 second. Come on, computer. All right, let me turn on my backup account. Call me a liar. I've been doing this 7 days a week for almost an entire year straight. I have researched the shit out of everything because I do this 7 days a week. I don't think I've ever researched this before. Net 10-year debt approved. Trump, non-COVID spending 4.8. The CARES Act and other C-19 relief 3.6 for a total of 8.4 trillion. Biden, non-C-19 2.2. American Rescue Plan 2.1 for a total of 4.3. Is 8.4 higher than 4.3? Oh, she left. Of course, they always run. That's why I say you do your own homework, because every when I go do it for you, you either don't believe it or you just run. That's exactly what I thought. Coward. They always run when they're wrong. They run as soon as I prove them wrong. They run every single time when I tell them, no, you go look it up. Because every time I try to look up something for them, they're like, no, or they just run. And she did exactly what I said. As soon as you get proven wrong, you guys are lactose intolerant. A fact comes near you and you run. That's because it's not true. Wasn't her username, you can't handle the truth? Oh, the irony. Her username was, you can't handle the truth. Oh, woo! That was Interesting. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. These are all friendlies in the guest box. I think you guys are all friendlies. But I'll check. Arlene, did you vote for Trump? All right. I thought you guys were all friendlies. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm just going to clear the box because everybody's friendlies that's in there. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the... Mitria, you can ignore my invite. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I thought I was hitting on the next guest.
Oh, did you not mean to bring me in?
I didn't. It was an accident. I'm so sorry.
God, you just used me for entertainment. No, you're fine. All right, I wondered.
I'm so sorry. I was going to click the next guest to come up, and then they disappeared, and so it landed on you.
Oh, I was going through your list too. That's probably why. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
But you can drop me.
Thank you, love.
Yes, of course.
All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only, so hit that guest request and come up and talk. Let's chitty chat. Oh my goodness, my dog just about did a flip, waiting for a piece of string cheese. My goodness. This dog and his string cheese. He's crazy. Anthony, thank you for the $5 Venmo. Anthony says a $5 challenge for a what about Biden? Oh, for a what about Biden challenge. So he's challenging everybody to donate $5 to my Cash App or my Venmo. I'll put it up in here on the yellow banner on my screen. He's challenging everybody to send $5 to my Cash App or Venmo for the what about Biden challenge. That's all they say. But what about Biden? He ain't president no more. We're talking about Trump. He's current. Let's go. If you voted for Donald Trump. Tax the penguins. Yes, tax them damn penguins. They've been taking advantage of us for too long. Those penguins. I'm telling you, those penguins. The tuna industry. They just been mooching. We need to get some of our fish back. Them feet have been too happy for too long. We need restitution. Did you guys see the Obama the other day? He was doing like a town hall or something. Oh my God, shut up. He was doing a town hall or something. He just sits down. He goes, can y'all imagine if I did any of this shit? Woo! Make Albacore great again. Oh my God. Next we'll be deporting sea turtles. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh, Candace Owens is only switching back to Democrats because her money ran out on the left side. I mean, on the right side. Such a grifter. Happy Feet 3, the tariffs. We don't want her. Who? Oh, no, we don't want her. No. Oh, God. I would take Candace Owens. I always call her Clandis Owens. Oh, the left is going to be like, no, dog. Nope. Stay over there. The money ran up. Oh, well. Better find yours. Better pull yourself. Shut up. Better pull yourself up by your bootstraps, Clandis. If you vote for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I'm tired of talking to myself. Penguins have cornered the forever pebble market. It's time they get paid now. Been hoarding that pebble market. She'll last as long on here as Casey Anthony did. That's true. We're like, oh, hell no. It's Johnny sending people over here. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If a penguin ran against Donald Trump, the penguin would have been. Welcome, Johnny Raid. Welcome, Johnny Raid. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. So go ahead and hit the guest request button and come on up. Let's have a conversation. Welcome, Johnny Raid. Welcome, Johnny Raid. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. Let's see if we can get up to 100K likes as soon as we possibly can. Let's get up to 100K likes as soon as we possibly can. It helps keep us on the For You page, drive conversation in here. No, what MAG is doing is they're eating the checks. They're eating the balances. We don't have no checks and balances no more. Yeah, they're scared. I'm looking for a Trump supporter to come up and talk to me. Ew. MTG grifting? No way. Me and Johnny have done a live together. We've done several lives together. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters to come on up. If you want to help support my live, I do have my Cash App Venmo. Ow. Ooh, my shoulder. It's on the yellow banner over here, Diavatalks. Cash App Venmo. I appreciate any and all support if you'd like. This is my backup account. This is my 2.0 account, Purple Ranch. I have a 24-hour timeout on my main account, so I'm on my 2.0, which is probably why you can't see where to resubscribe. You'll have to wait for tomorrow. If you voted for, right. I know that there's Trump supporters in here. They're just too scared to come up and talk to me. There's no way there's 700 people in here and not a single Trump supporter. There's no way. If you voted for Donald Trump, they have to be afraid. My account, I can see you are my backups blocked on your name for some reason. Friendly. Amy. All right, let me see. Amy EC. Let me write that down, and when I get off here, I'll unblock you. Amy E_C. Okay, got it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I know everyone, all left creators are having a very hard time getting Trump supporters to come talk to them. Every creator that I go by and see their live, they're always looking for Trump supporters because they're just either they're giving up, they're scared, they don't know how to defend it. Or they regret their vote. They definitely have to regret the vote because they're in the find out stage, right? The FAFO stage, they're in the FO part. I think the Dow is down another, 1,000 points today, or when did it end at today? If you're a Trump supporter in here that you voted for Donald Trump, but you regret your vote, I will talk to you too. I have no more. All gone. Go away. If you voted for Donald Trump and you regret your vote, I'll talk to you too. So I'd like to know what the breaking point was. Trump and you never regret your vote? Well, come up. I'll talk to you too. $349. Okay. Well, last I looked, it was down over 700 and something. So Real ALTV, I invited you up. If you're proud of your vote for Trump, then why don't you come up and talk to me? You're going to be having a whole show, but you're too scared to come on a TikTok? That's contradictory. Donna, thank you for the $5 for what about Biden? Thank you. I'll do it for the people who were here earlier wanted me to do it. So you can just Google it. Just Google it. Google it. Google's free. Just Google it. 100K, yay, guys, thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, there's for all my Google it people. Google it. Just Google. Every time you always ask a Trump supporter, what is your source? Google it. Just Google. Just use the Google. Google it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Google. I can't get Trump voters to come up here and talk to me. I'm even saying anyone who voted for Trump who now regrets it, I'll even talk to you. Like, I'm legit looking for anyone who voted for Trump. Dark Angel. Suffering succotash. It's going to protect the Social Security. That's legit what one of my MAGA sounded like last week. Like, they're going to protect the Social Security. Like, what? Suffering succotash. What did you say?
Hello, my friend.
Hello, my Johnny. How are you?
How are you? I was just strolling through the neighborhood, saw that you were on.
Yeah, I cannot get a Trump supporter to come up and talk to me.
You know what? I'll tell you. They've been hiding, and I think it has something to do with losing Pennsylvania
And Wisconsin, and the protests, and the stock market tanking.
Yeah, I think that might have something to do with it.
Just a little something.
But
how was your day? I was watching you earlier.
oh my gosh, so good. First off, I saw you were in there, and it's always so good to see you. I mean,
I literally come to your live every single day.
and I'm grateful you do. I do the same thing with yours. I'm getting ready for the gym. I love listening to you when I'm in the gym. It just makes it so much easier.
Thank you.
I think I feel immensely hopeful. And
I do.
Making today and every day feels so much more energizing and mobilizing and motivational, I suppose.
Yeah, I think with Cory Booker, doing that really gave me hope, because that's what we've been asking for somebody to do. We've been like, will somebody in the Democrat Party, will somebody get up and say something? Will somebody do something? You know? And I was just so immensely proud of him. And I felt, I mean, we watched him break the record live on my live. And I started crying. It was just really emotional because because it was Strom Thurmond's record too, which was for racist reasons. So I was glad that a black man broke that record. You know, it was just like poetic justice. But then you had the amazing, overwhelming protests on Saturday that spread not just throughout the country, but throughout the world. There was other countries that were protesting with us.
Right. I think from Tennessee to Texas, from Missouri to Maine, from California to Connecticut, across the border to Canada, and across the sea to London, people were turning out. And it is exactly what we have been needing to see.
Yep.
I can feel a difference within the party, these victories, these protests, these demonstrations. Leaders like Jasmine Crockett, Cory Booker, Alexandra
AOC, yes.
they're giving folks a lot of well-needed hope. And for the first time in a little while, I am so immensely proud to be a Democrat.
Absolutely.
I feel as I did prior to the election, and I am so excited for the midterms. I have never felt more hopeful. The fact that we're turning out crowds like this at rallies, the fact that we're turning out protests as we are just yesterday, the fact that we are turning out in the electorate when it comes to Wisconsin, it speaks volumes because this is immensely early on.
Even in Florida. Even in
Exactly.
Florida, because we had District 1 who went 32 points for Trump, and the Republican won the seat, but only by 14 points. That's a huge loss in a very red area. Same with District 6. They won that one by, I think, 30 or 32 points, and they won it by like 14. So we made massive, massive gains.
It was a massive blip. And the momentum is on our side, so we're just going to continue using it. But I think that's exactly why so many of those on the right have gone silent. I will also say a lot of those on the right regret their votes. And but statistically, that's proven. The only reason we won Wisconsin was in part because some Republicans decided to vote with the Democrats, as well as some Democrats who were originally having decided to stay home turned out. And when we turn out that vote and flip that vote, we win. That's why we won Wisconsin by 10 points. When Donald Trump won Wisconsin, it was by less than 8 points. So there is a tide changing here. We ought to really ride that wave. What I will also say is, today I spoke to a young lady who regretted her vote for Trump, and she spoke on food assistance as her.
Oh, yeah, I was watching her. Yeah, I was watching.
Yeah. And same with yesterday, I spoke to a gentleman as well who regrets his vote for Trump. It's every single day more folks are turning out and saying, we don't support this. We do not want this. We wanted something different. And he delivered the same thing he did during his first term. And they are sick of it. So I think, I don't know, I feel good. I hope all of y'all tuning in feel good too.
I feel much better than I have felt since the election. It's been a struggle, It's been a struggle. And a lot of loss of hope. And Ed, I'm gonna invite you up. You're proud to be MAGA. Come up and talk then. I think we need to ride the momentum. We need to keep the same momentum. And I think that the reason also is that he hasn't done anything for anyone in the United States. He hasn't done anything for anybody. Everything he ran on and campaigned on, he's not doing. And do they think only Democrats have 401ks and retirement accounts? Because Republicans, when you hit them with the money, they're going to turn on him, and they already are. Because people have had their whole life savings, and they're talking about getting rid of Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, all of that kind of stuff. And they're like, well, everybody should have just invested in their future better. Well, the people that had 401ks and it did invest in their future better, those are tanking too. People are not going to be okay with this. And MAGA will, one by one, will start turning on him once it hits them directly. It's not because they finally found empathy for other people. It's because it directly is affecting them, and that's the only time they'll turn.
Well, and I'm not even mad about that. The thing is, a lot of younger Americans and first-time parents, many of them went to Donald Trump because Donald Trump told them he'd cut their costs. Of course, we knew he wasn't going to do that. They didn't listen.
Right.
And now they're dealing with the consequences of their vote. He's cutting food assistance. He's taking money out of their pockets, hiking up their costs with tariffs, which are inflationary. So they regret their vote. And listen, if they're going to turn out and vote for Democrats moving forward, if they're going to learn from this, then I am more than welcoming to that vote. We will take that vote, harness that vote, work with them, and welcome them, because that's how we won Wisconsin. And so, I think you're is hurting them and their money, and we got to continue pointing that out because clearly it's effective.
Yeah. My in-laws are like ultra MAGA, if there's such a thing. I mean, like they had Trump train Christmas ornaments on their Christmas tree. Okay. They're like in deep. All of their retirement, they're retired. They live in a beach condo on the beach and like have money. And all of their retirement is in mutual funds, is in stock market. I have not heard a word. I have not heard a word from that side of the
Well,
family.
yeah, because they're too broke to afford minutes on their cell phone now. Donald Trump. Listen, my heart really is with the middle of the working class, folks who are dealing with the consequences of this, especially those who really are dealing with the consequences of a ballot that they didn't cast.
So they didn't
because
cast. Yeah.
There are so many. I mean, for example, those listening in right now are people who are dealing with the consequences of a ballot that they didn't cast. They knew better. They said Kamala Harris is the choice for me, and now they got to deal with higher costs. The thought that they may lose their Social Security, the fear of it, the fact that Donald Trump's stripping away from Medicaid, from Medicare, they have to deal with those consequences. You and I have to deal with those consequences.
Mm-hmm.
And that still breaks my heart, but yet I'm still, for some way, some reason, somehow, still more hopeful than hopeless for the first time in a few months.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
hopeful.
I feel the exact same. I feel the exact same way. I actually feel hopeful. I think we needed our leaders to stand up. Like we were making the calls to Congress. We were calling our representatives, calling our congressmen. We're up here stumping on TikTok every day, having these conversations, doing our best, try to talk to people and get the word out and, all of those things. And nobody in leadership was doing anything. And that's why when Cory Booker did what he did, I felt that energized the base that somebody was finally speaking up for us. We don't have the pulpit they have. We have TikTok. They have a bully pulpit for the whole world to see. And so for him standing up and doing that.
I think that's why some folks didn't want TikTok. And what I'll say is this, for everybody tuning in, just so you know the extent to which Diva, and so many folks who are in these battles, I want you guys to grasp and really understand the work. Diava goes on these streams and she educates, but she also entertains and she brings about hope. And her work is immensely valuable. Now, on the right, they have their Charlie Kirks and their Tim Pools, and they have their influencers. On the left, we don't have that. We need more folks like Diava, and especially more women within this realm. And I hope that you all understand that in the channel, understand how valuable her work is, and support her, because it's because of your support that folks like Diava can perpetuate freedom, fight for these fundamental freedoms, educate, entertain, put smiles on your faces. No matter how many times. I guess my point is just know what this work means and know it's immensely important. Diava, thank you for doing this work because you've given me hope.
Thank you, Johnny. Aw. I feel like it's so funny you're saying that because I'm literally like, that's what I think about you. Like I come and I watch your lives every day and I get inspired by you. And so I appreciate the kind words. That's very, very kind. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's so sweet.
Oh, my friend, thank you so much for having me up. Thank you for chatting with me. It's always really nice to get to talk to you. I hope you have a beautiful night, okay?
You too, honey. Thank you. So nice. Oh, I had a guest. I was just where'd he go? Hey, whoever was just in the guest request box, come back. His username was Republican King. I really wanted to talk to him. That was so sweet. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, Johnny be cooking MAGA. I know. The Democrat approval rating doesn't matter. Josh, just so you know, the Democrat approval rating doesn't matter. The reason why the Democratic approval rating went down is because we were mad that they weren't doing anything. They weren't saying anything. They weren't standing up. They weren't doing any of those things we wanted them to do. So yes, their approval rating was down because we were not happy. And now they stepping up. So watch that Democrat number go up. That's how we're not in a cult, because if they piss us off and they're not representing us, we're like, nope, nope, nope. You're not representing us. No. Now you want to step up? We'll throw our support right back behind you. But if they're not speaking for us, we're not going to give them. You guys will do a 100% approval rating for Trump no matter what he does. Exactly. The Dem approval rating was in the toilet, 100%. Because we held them accountable for not speaking up. Now that Bernie Sanders, AOC, Jasmine Crockett, Cory Booker, we got all these protests. Hey, they're speaking now, holding town halls where the Republicans weren't. We kept calling incessantly till they did something. So their ratings went in the toilet till they started doing what we wanted them to do. Justin, thank you for the $1 Venmo. Hold on, I got to read it. Even though MAGA hosted lives are getting less common, I saw one yesterday, Real Justin and Roro. They were where they cited to debtclock.org at a source for debt, spending, and Doge savings. I assume this isn't a valid source. If not, how? I don't know. Okay, Sizzle, for me, you're either going to come up and talk or you're going to get muted, because I'm tired of your crappy comments and your cowardice of coming up and talking. So now you're muted. If you're just now finding me today, this is my 2.0. This is my backup account. I'm on a 24-hour timeout from my main account till tomorrow. So make sure you're following me at Diavatalks, just regular. And then down at the bottom of the screen is my 3.0. I have backups to my backups. Make sure you're all following my backups and my main. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to talk to right now. So if you voted for Donald Trump, I would love to chat with you. If you voted for Donald Trump and you regret your vote, I'm willing to talk to you too. If you voted for Donald Trump and you don't regret your vote, I definitely want to talk to you and find out what's wrong with you. But if you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. So hit the guest request and come on up. Stop being cowards. Like, I have the courage to come here every single day, even after we lost that election. Feeling all kinds of feelings, feeling all kinds of devastation, feeling all kinds of way. I've been here every single day. Next month is my 1-year anniversary of being live on TikTok 7 days a week. 7 days a week. I only took 2 days off in that whole year. One when I was sick and one when I was evacuating for the hurricane. That's it. I've been here 7 days a week for almost an entire year. Trying to save democracy before the election and then holding your feet to the fire for what you voted for after the election. I have been dedicated because I told you guys if you supported me, I would be here every single day if you guys supported me. And you guys have shown me that support every single day, and every single day I come back. I told you, if you supported me, I would be here, and I have been. And I appreciate your dedication to me as the dedication I've shown you. So thank you. Thank you for holding up your end of the bargain. So if you want to help support my live, Cash App Venmo's and a little yellow banner over there. Appreciate it. Thank you. Woo! Thank you for the DJ glasses. Maria, you have been here since day one. And we have the best community ever on TikTok. We've raised money for people for all different reasons and situations, and we help each other out. We have built a beautiful community over here. Oh, I love this star map. Thank you. Have you ever had a Trumpy win a debate? Never. I've never had a Trump supporter win a debate with me. Ever. And I would admit it. I would admit it if somebody got the best of me. But unfortunately, they do not have any facts. They don't have data, and they have a whole lot of opinions and feelings about things, or they run away. Once I smack them down with facts, they leave. Like earlier. When I pulled up the fact, as soon as I looked back at the screen, she was gone. Or they crash out, right? Or they start calling me every name in the book. One of the two. I would like a Trump supporter that could give me a run for my money. But they're just so easy because they don't know anything. They don't know anything. They don't know data. They don't know statistics. They don't know policy. They do not know how government works. They don't know anything. They're not curious. They don't research. They don't read. Right? All those protests Saturday night, one wall was smeared with shit. You're right. No violence. You're right.
So,
Hey, did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
37, New York.
Okay. Do you regret your vote?
No, but I'm curious.
About what?
Why'd I vote wrong?
Well, because he ran on, he said he was going to lower grocery prices and the prices of everything day one. He was going to stop the Ukraine Russia war day one, or actually within 24 hours of being president elect. Well, that was in November, so that's way come and gone. Same with the Israel Gaza thing. He said he ran on cheaper groceries, cheaper housing, 50% less electricity costs, everything being more affordable. And he has done absolutely nothing. He didn't run on Doge. He didn't run on buying Greenland and Canada and Panama Canal and building condos in Gaza, tariffing the whole world. So everything that he ran on that you actually voted for him for, he has not done. Like literally nothing. And everything that you didn't vote for is what he's doing. And he's crashing the economy. He's crashing people's 401ks and retirement plans while simultaneously having a continuing resolution in Congress to strip away Medicaid, have food assistance, and they're coming for Social Security next. So people that are going to be missing their Social Security payments and have their 401ks decimated by his economy tanking, not good. And he's violating the Constitution.
What else?
Do you need more?
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's enough for now. I mean, oh yeah, he ran on mass deportation. That's a good one. Yeah, ran on mass deportation, which number one is going piss poor because he's now doing catch and release. He's catching them, filming them, and then actually releasing them back out. Even the press secretary admitted that they did that. Or doing that, and they're deporting people illegally. People that are here legally, that are not committing crimes, have not committed any crimes, have not been proven to commit any crimes, are being deported to concentration camps in other countries. Now, that's enough. I'm sure I could think of more because he's just a complete utter bag of shit. But
More, please.
No, I'm good.
Please.
No.
I'm curious.
I'm done. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Good talk. Swill, thank you for subscribing. That was something. The billionaire tax breaks he did run on. That's true. He did run on giving billionaires more of a tax break. I was waiting for the slur too. I literally had him already pulled up with my hand on the mute button. I was ready. Yeah, good talk. That was great. That was very profound. Trump supporters are weird. It's okay. That's literally part of being a Trump supporter. You gotta be weird. Oh, and obsessed with other people's genitals. That's the other one. You gotta be. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on, Trump voters, let's go. He did say he loves the poorly educated. That is true. That is true. Your aunt made a comment that Elon's going to save this country. Elon? Dude, he's already on his way out. Have you heard from Elon lately? Nope. Ever since he didn't win Wisconsin and his money didn't buy that one? Mm-hmm. Elon's. I can't wait till Elon starts talking. I can't wait till Elon starts talking because you can't get two alpha males, these two type A personalities, these two flaming malignant narcissists. Yeah. We already knew this was going to happen. Already knew that was going to happen. Already knew. Already knew. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Hell yeah, the tariffs are hurting his business. Of course they are. All the CEOs are like, I wonder if like Bezos and them, who gave $1 million to his campaign, are super fucking excited. They've lost like billions in the stock market crash. Hope that $1 million was worth it. Yes, it is boring. Next. You coming on up, not down with the sickness? I don't have any Trump supporters that'll come up and talk to me, so go ahead, come on up. If this is so boring. Trump is the face of America. Yeah, a punchable face. He's not the face of America. The rest of the world knows that we are not, that the American citizens are not down with this bullshit. They see all of our TikToks. They see us. They see us out protesting. Nah. When you start when you start messing with people's money, you're going to lose their support. And as the stock market keeps crashing, and the tariffs haven't even gone into effect yet. They go into effect on Wednesday. So people haven't felt that yet. Get ready for your coffee to be doubled. Oh, Dave Portnoy, yeah, he's losing. He's lost 20 million. It was only 7 million yesterday or the day before, and now he's like, it's up to like 20 million. $20 million so far. I love that for him. Yeah, Zuckerberg lost 7.5 million, and he donated 1 million to his campaign. I wonder if he feels like he got a really good return on his investment. Poor millionaires and billionaires. Oh, poor thing. Oops, tots and pears. Tots and pears. What's so disgusting to me is Donald Trump in the Oval Office sitting there today with Netanyahu looking like all smug in his chair. And he's like, basically, he's doing these tariffs because he wants all the world leaders to come kowtow to him. Oh, what can I do, Massa? What can I do? Do not get you to tariff me. What can I do, oh Master One? It's so gross. It's so gross. And if he stops the tariffs tomorrow night at midnight, or so they don't go into effect on Wednesday, I know it's market manipulation. Market manipulation. Because as soon as you dip so low, they buy. That's when millionaires and billionaires buy up. We can only hope, Mark. And that will tell me right there. I've already suspected it anyway because he's already done it twice. Like, lets the market crash. All the billionaires and millionaires are all buying up all the stock and everything. And then he'll be like, okay, I'll put a pause on the tariffs. Oh, the stock market comes back. And all his millionaire and billionaire friends and himself get more money. Because he knows what a massive hit people are taking in their retirement accounts and 401ks. Who's going to stop him? Who's going to stop him? Someone's like, what if he does that? So what if he does? We don't have checks and balances anymore. Congress abdicated their duty. They're not holding him responsible. They're just letting him do whatever they want. Demetria. A Luigi. Cholesterol. All the McDonald's kicks in. Warren Buffett's happy. Warren Buffett pulled his money out when Trump got elected. Novia, thank you for subscribing. Your Bustelo coffee went up $3.50? Oh no. Sometimes what you wish on people backfires. You should be careful. I didn't wish anything on anybody. Donald Trump is old and has a poor diet. I'm not wishing anything. He did it to himself. The same people who are out protesting are the same ones that want to pay for our college. I'm not sure I understand that. Oh, Aiden Ross. Wasn't that Justin Trudeau's child? Barron. Isn't that Barron's friend? Who he got to influence like all the Gen Zers to vote for Trump? That dude's losing his shit. He's lost so much money. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, he owns Kick? Okay. I said Justin Trudeau's son, Barron Trump. Yes, that's what I said. Somebody caught it. I haven't watched CNN in years. You guys just have the same lines. You watch too much CNN. CNN was bought out by a Republican CEO a year or two ago. I ain't watched CNN for a while. They're Fox News Live. They do resemble each other. I know. Do you see the way that Melania looks at him too? She looks at Justin Trudeau like, "Hey, daddy, for real. I'm in an arranged contractual obligation, but hey, boo." Yes. Yes, daddy. I know she has a boyfriend in New York, the guy who's like the CEO of Tiffany's or something like that. All right. Trump supporters are being babies and little coward babies. So
Oh, hey, girl.
you can, for Trump supporters, you can still request to come up, but I'm going to bring anybody up now because you guys are boring. Hi, TS. How are you?
Good. How are you, my dear?
I'm good.
Good. I'm in Canada.
Uh-huh.
Total Kamala supporter.
Yay. Kamala?
This has gone crazy in here. Sorry, you can hear my dogs, but I've never been on live before, so I just wanted to come up and say hello.
Oh, awesome. Well, welcome. It's fun.
No kidding.
I always tell people, don't be nervous. You're amongst friends.
Right.
It's cool.
Yes, especially you guys. I don't know about these mega people. Oh, good lord. It's crazy.
Oh, they are insufferable, aren't they?
Right? Just, I can't. My brain hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some of the stuff they say, you can't even, understand it. It's crazy. I just wanted to come up and say thank you for all the work. We're all watching, and we all see the
Thank you.
protests and everything and support everything. And, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. And thank you for choosing my live to, and feeling comfortable enough with me to come up.
Oh, God, yeah. Well, it was actually an accidental finger tap. So
Oh, well, I'm glad you did anyway.
I'll come and say hello.
And just so you know, Kylie, I'm on Canada's side, okay? With this whole Trump Canada shit. Go Canada. Go Canada.
We have to stand up a little bit just because.
Hey, you got to. He's a bully.
He's full crazy.
Yeah.
My dad was just saying he lost $8,000 on their stock market the other day. Like Friday from up here. It's being affected all around, even though his financial person took out all their things from different specific places, eh? And he lost $8,000 on Friday.
Woof.
Out of his thing. Yeah. So he goes, we're waiting and seeing.
Yeah. Well, there's some people, I mean, like I know somebody who's lost over 200 grand so far. That's a lot of money.
A ton of money. And my parents are almost in their 70s, and it's like, come on.
And I'm like, I'm all, if Canada, I know this is a pipe dream of Donald Trump, is for you guys to become the 51st state, but I say do it. I say do it. You know why? Because then we would have universal health care and more Democrats to vote, and Republicans would never win again. So.
True. Okay, I'm going to let you go.
All right.
Enough. My dogs are going to go crazy.
All right. Thank
nice
you.
To meet you. Talk to you soon.
I'm joking about Canada, but I'm just saying, hey, at least we have universal health. We get universal health care, and most of them are very progressive, much more progressive than here. And Republicans would never win again. So yes, sign me up. Sign me up. Hey, Daniel, how are you?
I'm good, Diava. How are you?
I am doing good. Hanging in there.
I was on your live for the first time once before.
Uh-huh.
I'm the one that had the brain tumor and all that stuff that's been going on. On top of everything else that just happened to me, I just wanted to let you know what these MAGA people do. I have a MAGA Republican landlord that just walked up to my door yesterday in her friggin' Trump shirt and actually gave me a 75-day notice that she sold my property that I've been renting for 8 years, and I now have till June 30th to find a place to live. Yeah.
She tried to bully you into.
And she tried to bully me when I was here to voting for Trump, and because I refused and went with Kamala, now I am just nothing more than a piece of shit to that woman.
You were a friend.
And I was her friend. 8 years I paid rent, and then all of a sudden she just sold it and said, goodbye. You have till June 30th. And they just now found that I have to go through an MRI again because I could possibly have another tumor.
That's so gross.
And she don't care.
Do you know if the new owners will let you stay or if they want to move in?
No, I have to be out. They want the place for the property and the garage that's on this land, and the trailer that I'm actually in. They don't care. They're going to demolish it.
How many days? 75 days?
75 days.
And what state are you in, if you don't mind?
Pennsylvania, Waterford, Pennsylvania.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you have any like rental rights or
Me and my girlfriend Sherry, we've been looking all over the place, trying to do what we can.
does your lease say anything about it?
No,
Okay.
no. I mean, she just brought me the piece of paper, not knowing because I have short-term memory loss, and she knows it. Handed me this piece of paper, made me sign it, and then all of a sudden I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened?
Are you a month-to-month tenant? Did you sign a lease? Like when was your lease set to expire?
My lease was supposed to be till July. But I apparently, not thinking, signed that piece of paper she gave me, so now I have till June 30th to get out. Just makes me so mad at what the MAGA,
Well, they have no empathy. They have no heart.
to come to my porch wearing a Trump shirt and then do that to me, all because I know she knows I voted for Harris.
Right.
And because my girlfriend Sherry, because I am disabled, helped me walk over to the booth because I can't see well. And she was standing in the corner because she took me, but she thought I was voting for her little buddy, but that didn't happen. So as soon as she realized it, she has barely talked to me. And then all of a sudden now, she just walks up and hands me an eviction notice. I mean, it's crazy what these people do. I cannot believe that people are still following that orange dipshit.
So she's early terminate. Hold on, I'm looking at your rental laws. She's early terminating your lease then.
Pretty much.
Okay.
But
Oh no, because you said it was up in July to renew in July, so that's why she told you June 30th. She's just not renewing your lease.
basically,
Okay.
she said she sold the property. That's her.
Do you think she sold it?
That's what, we're not totally sure. I looked online, and it does say there was a buyer for it, but it's just, it's just a real kick.
I know.
And
Especially when you're going through
and they don't care. Like you said, there is no empathy at all with these people. None.
What was the notice she gave you? Was it a notice to quit?
It was something she printed up on her computer. It was just something that she handed me that they printed up.
It says here in the Pennsylvania, a landlord may seek to evict you if you fail to pay rent, fail to move out at the end of the lease, or violate a term of the lease. But it sounds like your lease is going to be up and was due for renewal in July, which means she's not early quitting you.
Right.
She's just not doing a new lease because she sold it.
So she said.
Supposedly, yeah.
Her husband was with her.
I'm like literally immediately. I'm a paralegal, so I immediately start searching.
He would not even. Her husband wouldn't even look at me. He wouldn't even raise his head to acknowledge I was there because she holds.
Did she give you notice that she was selling?
No. I had no notice.
I mean, I don't know if she has to in Pennsylvania. I'd have to look at that.
Yeah, there was no notice. I had no idea it was even up for sale.
That's shitty. She should at least told you, give you a heads up, like, hey, we're putting it up for sale. You might want to start looking, which makes it seem like it's punitive because, you're not a Trump supporter.
Exactly. And that's the part that really hurts.
I know.
You even did hospice
Is
care.
I did hospice care for her mother-in-law when
Oh my
I was
God.
still healthy, and helped her, and then turn around and do this to me. I don't get it. I have done nothing but support her and her family as much as I could in the last 8 years that I've been here.
It says that Pennsylvania law requires a landlord to give the tenant 30 days notice if they plan to sell.
That didn't happen.
Well, you might need to contact one of your housing authority or whatever you have in Pennsylvania and let them know that they did not notify you that they had plans to sell so that you could start looking for somewhere else.
Right.
So
Okay, so there's some avenues I can
check
look
that
at.
out. Yeah, check that out. Because it says Pennsylvania law. Nope, it says they have to give 30 days notice if they plan to sell. Well, she said she already sold it, so you never got notice that they were planning to sell.
No, I didn't know.
Okay, so maybe yes, we all know it's her property to sell, but there's laws, and if she's supposed to give you 30 days notice of their plans to sell, then she's already violated that law.
There was no.
So at least check that out.
I'm gonna have to check something. Yeah.
What did you sign? What did it say that you signed?
Where's that piece of paper at, honey? Okay. This says it actually.
Don't put it. You don't have to read any personal information that it says. Like if it's got your names and addresses and stuff like that.
It just says this letter is to inform you that we are giving you 86-day notice to vacate the premises. We have sold the property, and the new owners will take possession of property July 1st, 2025. We expect all the items to be out of the property no later than June 30th. We expect to find the property clean and in the same condition that you found it. If you leave sooner, I have to give them a 30-day written notice of the date that I'll be out. That's all it says.
Do they break the law and they want you to obey the law?
That's a Trump thing.
It is a Trump thing.
Well, I would check check the Pennsylvania law on notice for their intent to sell.
I'm gonna have to.
But that's really I mean, I know the problem is that yeah, if they're gonna demolish it, why do you have to clean it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. I don't mind.
It's and for the people in the comment section who may have come in late or something, this man has a brain tumor and is dealing with some serious medical issues. So that's why this short time frame have to leave after 8 years while he's waiting for CAT scans and MRIs and all this kind of stuff is the problem. So please have a little empathy. And if you're a Trump supporter, I understand why you're making the comments because you don't typically have any. But on this side of the aisle, we do. So shut your yap if you're going to say something negative in the comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diava. I love you so much.
You're
You
welcome.
are such a good person.
Thank you.
With everything you deal with too, I have never admired a woman. I mean, you are just wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
I admire all women. I told you that.
You told me that last time, and you have a good woman taking care of you.
Yes, I do. She's sitting here right now, kind of blushing. She don't get on the lives. She kind of just lets me do this. You're the only live I've ever been on, and I follow Johnny and everybody.
Yeah.
But you are the only person I've ever actually had the nerve to get up and talk with.
Well, I'm glad that you chose me.
Your kindness means so much to me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here and you supporting my live. Like I appreciate you being here and helping. But if you want to, not on my 2.0 account because I don't always check my my personal messages on my second and third account. I don't get that many.
Right.
But if you want to message me on my main account, I'll try to help you if I can offline because I'm a paralegal. I'm not an attorney, but I do know how to research the shit out of stuff. So I can try to help you if I can. And see if I can figure out what your laws say, especially if you have a medical condition.
I'm a subscriber on your main one.
Yes, thank you so much. You subscribed last time. I remember that. But if you want to DM me on my main account and give me some more information or maybe like your address, I don't want you to give it. Do not tell me on here. Don't ever give your address out on the with everybody listening. And only if you feel comfortable. But I want to look up the property, see if it's being sold, what the deed says. Like I can find all that information.
I have to give you everything I can give you.
So I will do my best, as much as I can to help you for what I can do from, and I can research Pennsylvania law to see what, if she's violating anything that may be able to buy you some more time or get you more money.
Any help that you could give me or advice is
Absolutely, I'll help you.
more than appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. I even wrote your username down here just so I can find you easily if I have questions for you. But if you DM me, I'll be happy to help you off the app, research some stuff for you and see if I can help you in any way. I may not be able to, but I'll sure try.
I appreciate you always.
Of course. Thank you for coming up. Thank you for letting me know. I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you, honey.
Thank you, hon.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to leave.
I got you. I got you. And just Daniel, Johnny lives in Pennsylvania. He might be able to help you. I should set up a nonprofit to help people with legal issues. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Electric Galshar. Yeah, I'll check out the fair housing laws. I'll do all that for him. That's why, he's got I'm not downplaying him. He says he has memory loss because he has a brain tumor. No, Johnny stayed in Pennsylvania. He just moved to a different district that was a heavily contested district that he wanted to work in. But he's still in Pennsylvania, just in a different district from where he used to live. But Daniel, I'll help research stuff for you on the back end and see if I can help you the best way I can. Oh, John Beer. You chickened out, you chicken. I agree, Lori. His medical condition and the medication could deem him not appropriate to sign what she gave him. That's true. That's why I'm going to look for I'll look for a way to try to help him if I can. Yeah, Mr. Jones has a nonprofit to help people like him too. So if nothing else, I can hook him up with Mr. Jones X, who has a nonprofit to help people specifically. Good news. How are you? Mitria.
How are you?
I'm good.
I just wanted to, oh my goodness. I have to tell you, to the people in the comments, for a moment I was writhing in anger over that.
Me too.
Because people kept saying 86 days is more than enough. And for people with a regular income not going through medical issues, sure, it is. But when you get one check a month if you're on Social Security, or if you don't have a solid retirement, then moving in 3 months makes it difficult, especially when you're going through medical issues.
Exactly.
So even if you were on the left making those comments and you were just making them to make an observation, you need to be thinking differently. Not everybody's in your situation. So I wanted to come up and say that first and foremost because that had me literally upset.
Me too. I that's why I stopped. I'm like, listen, it's different. He's got a brain tumor. He's got even with 2 kids, I would have a hard time getting out that quickly in a home that I've been in for 14 years.
Well, right, and not to
pack up and leave in 60 days. And then you have to have first month's rent, last month's rent, security deposit. You have to have all of that stuff. even when you're healthy, it's hard to find a place and to do that in such a short time.
Well, and for those of you that don't lease or haven't leased in a long time, the 90-day mark is when they typically will send you your lease renewal. So he probably was expecting to renew his lease for another year, and now she's removed that early. Like, do you see how that can be a big issue? When you thought you were going to be planted, now you have 3 months to figure everything out.
Exactly.
So just think before you start reacting automatically. But I wanted to come up here because today I'm going to advertise myself a little bit if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm going to run to the restroom while you do that then. That way you can take as much time as you need till I get back.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate you. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. But today on Good News Today, we're going to be talking about how April is also National History Month. I'm sorry, not national. Hey, Jesus, my goodness. It is National Poetry Month, rather. I'm sorry. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about poetry, and then we're going to have somebody you guys know pretty well come up and read us a brand new poem that she has not read before. So if you guys would like to come visit us tonight, I would recommend it because we do have a pretty awesome poet coming to read a poem to us. And we're really excited. For those of you that don't know, we go on right after Diva is off, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. So please come see us and come see Boxer Mom do her thing. But I just wanted to go ahead and throw that out. Am I still cutting out?
Not to me.
I feel like TikTok is still glitchy. I'm not going to lie.
Is.
I really think that they were shutting down servers because TikTok was going to close.
Yep.
And I feel like they're not fully functional yet. So, my apologies if you didn't hear me. I can put it in the comments too before I get off. But I do want to just say, please come join us. We're going to talk about National Poetry Month, like I said, and we're going to have Boxer Mom come join us and give us a little reading. So I'm excited for this.
Well, me too. I'm so glad.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to come up and say those two things because I think that it matters. So
thank you.
But thank you guys for having me up. Thank you for listening. And thank you for supporting Diava as well. While I'm up here, I might as well. Make sure you're still hitting the screen, hitting the share button to as many people as you can. Keep her up on the pages, keep her relevant. The daily heart me's if you can. Contribute to the gifting goal. The gifts to myself also do help her. And if you would like to contribute more directly, at Diavatalks at Venmo and Cash App as well. We really appreciate Diva for being here. And I totally agree with Johnny. It does require those kind of voices. So thank you for being around. We appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Matria.
You're welcome.
I
will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
You have a great rest of friendly time.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, go check her live out as soon as I'm done because it's a different pace. It's like good news and like good stuff and uplifting stuff, and you don't have the MAGA crazies. You come here for the crazies and then go to her for some relaxation. Pat, how are you? Pacific Northwest girl, Kim. I'm guessing either she was waiting so long, so she. Dawn, hi, how are you?
Hey, Diava. I was wondering if you heard about California's governor reaching out to the other countries to try and fix the trade and have them trade with California with no tariffs.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
I mean, hey, he's screwing over everybody, so it's better than doing nothing.
I think all the blue states should do it.
I agree.
If they can.
I mean, I'm screwed here in Florida either way, but hey, if the blue states can do it, go for it.
Yeah, get the stuff and then sell it to the other states.
Hey, whatever you gotta do.
Yep.
I don't disagree with it.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you because I love listening to you at night.
Thank you.
You're so smart, and I learn something all the time here.
Oh, thank you.
And you helped me because I lost my boyfriend, and right around this time is the time we always chatted on the phone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I turn you on just and hear the voices, and then I don't feel so bad.
Aww. Thank you so much. You don't feel lonely, or you don't feel as lonely.
Yeah, they're 1,000 miles away. They're the only family I have left.
Oh,
So I'm
so
basically alone.
I'm so sorry for your loss. So much coming in, supporting my live every day. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, I try to be here every day sometimes.
I appreciate
Sometimes
that.
It's not possible, but
I know.
all the time.
That's
all I wanted to say.
Well, you're so welcome. And I want to give you a virtual. I mean, I want to give you a hug in real life, but I can't. But know that you're getting a virtual hug from me because I'm really sorry about your loss, and I'm really glad that you have found.
Hit me hard. I was the last person that talked to him on the phone, and then he was found dead in his apartment. Oh, I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay.
Unalived in his apartment the next day.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. That's so devastating. And it's so sudden. At least, not that it makes it easier when someone's sick, but at least you're kind of expecting it. But when it's just really out of the blue, it feels like it hurts so much worse because you just didn't have time. You know what I mean? Like you didn't get a chance to say goodbye or, anything like that. So that's just heartbreaking. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Truly, I really am. That's so sad.
Thank you.
But just know that you got me and all of my community all behind you and all wrapping you in love and in light. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome.
I see you in the comments. Okay.
That's,
thank you, Diva.
You're so. You too. Thank you. Goodness gracious, that's heartbreaking. Ugh. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I'm so thankful when they come up here to tell me these things because I know I've told you guys this before, but you always wonder if you're really making a difference, because these MAGAs are just so pig-headed and hard-headed and, like you feel like it's just so, you feel like you don't get through to anybody. Like, am I doing any good here? Because I feel like I'm spinning my wheels some days and it's so frustrating some days. And then, damn, people like Daniel come up and people like Dawn come up and people come up at various times and tell me these stories about how I've touched their lives or affected their lives that I had no idea about.
Your community matters, though. It does. Everything matters, Diava. And I just want to say, I was so proud of the turnout Saturday.
Hell yeah.
I was like, yes, I was so proud. And, I know, a majority of the Black people said they was not going to do it, but I was praying for each and every one of you guys because, we have to sit down because it would have been law enforcement if we would have came out.
Well, you saw that they knew that the people of color were staying home because it's all over social media, right? And that's why the police weren't out there in riot gear, were they? They were not.
No, they was not. And I was just thinking.
How curious, huh?
About this. I was just thinking. I'm like, these people are now freaking out because they see that it is affecting them. It's affecting them. And my grandmother always told me that when you plan a downfall on other people, it's going to come back to you twofold.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing these people crying over the millions that they've lost, seeing Melania Mustard crying at Donald Trump, saying, you know, it's getting bad. People are not buying my cars. It is just so satisfying to me. And it also made me remember the history of the Great Depression on how when the interest rates just when it was going down and stuff, how they could not survive and they harmed themselves.
Yep.
So we might see some of this.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And you know what? Who did Elon Musk think was buying Teslas? Are MAGA and Republicans typically all for green energy and electric vehicles? No, it was Democrat. It was more progressives that were buying his vehicles. So the reason why is because he went the MAGA route. And it's like, yeah, fuck you. We're not buying your shit.
He made such a bad error, and it's funny. And I love watching Saturday Night Live and Mike Myers playing him.
Yes.
It's so funny. It's a trip. It is it's funny. It's funny. But I just wanted to say that that I was very proud of the turnout. I was like, okay, and you know, it's stormed here like crazy. It's been storming in the South.
Oh yeah.
Like Tennessee, Mississippi.
Well, Tennessee's underwater.
Right, and Memphis hardly ever.
Oh, and where's Trump? Where's Trump? Oh, where's FEMA? Oh, didn't they get rid of FEMA?
Yes. And I work for my state government. I was working as a food stamp worker, but now I went to the TANF side, and that's the Families First Cash Assistance side. So I'm kind of worried because even though I've been with the state for 18 years, I'm under probation under this new position. So I'm just praying. I'm like, God, you know, I need my job because I need the health care. If I didn't need the health care, I wouldn't care. But the people that I work with, they were like complaining about damages done to their house and what they're going to do now. And I said, well, you guys voted for Trump, so y'all got what you wanted. You didn't want nothing done.
You didn't want the federal government involved in nothing, did you?
And so that's how it is. So it was like, I didn't think it was going to be like this. No, you did not think, period, because you did not care. Because if you cared, you would have thought about it. And I'm like, Kamala, I told you so. So
yep.
That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to
you're spot on.
Time up to talk.
Thank you, honey.
You just drop me on down, Diava.
I got you, love. Thank you. Zahir, our resident comedian, how are you?
Doing fine. I'm ready to do a little song right here. All right.
I'm ready.
Old MacDonald has a coat, F-A-F-O, and in that coat there's a bunch of chickens. Fuck around to find out. With a fuck here and there, fuck anywhere, fuck there. Old MacDonald has a coat, F-A-F-O, just a bunch of stupid MAGA chickens. Fuck around, find out. Oh, bum, 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 bum.
Oh my God, I love you. Okay, hold on. I gotta bring up my last one. You're gonna sing this with me. If you know it. If you don't, it's cool. But we gotta do it if you know it. Here we go. Let me move my thing out of the way. Move my banner. Okay, gotta move the red hat. Where can I put him? Hold on. HOTTOGO. Trump has got to fucking go. HOTTOGO. Trump has to fucking go.
Oh my god, I love the MAGAteers yesterday. They're just complaining. They're just like, you're so mean. You're so mean. Oh yeah, and you voted for the meanest orange fucker ever.
Ever walked the planet? Yeah.
Yes, the MAGAteers. Oh my gosh, they're just. I'm just pouring myself a little cup of tea of that, and just like, oh, totally good. This MAGA tea is so delicious. More, sir.
Oh my god, you're so funny. But yeah, my daughter made this background. She drew the orange face. She drew Trump with the red hat and the orange face. I was singing this song in my head last night. I kept running around. HOTTOGO. Trump has got to fucking go. Oh my goodness. When you sang your song, I had to sing mine. It was too funny.
Yeah. I hope these MAGAs, they're just, I hope that these MAGAs get so mad at Trump for what they're doing that they just go storming up to the Capitol just like they did back in 2020. And they'll be like, if you don't lower the prices right now, we're gonna do what we did back in 2020. Only worse, motherfucker. Why you lying to us? Why you lied to us?
They'd be like, you guys believe me? Like, that's on y'all. That's on y'all for believing my dumb ass.
They're just sitting on their couch and just looking at all this stuff that's going on and just like, whoa, I think I just figured something out about this. What? This sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. Just
Oh my god.
and for all those racist MAGAs, I hope they all get deported to Africa, and then they're just minding their own business, and then have a pride of lions just come running up to them, and then they just have make a fucking documentary about it, and then they're just like, and the narrator be like, with the lions in pursuit, the MAGA morons run around the African Serengeti like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Very few of them will survive.
Oh my god. Your line is good.
Yeah, isn't it?
Your line's good. Well, thank you, Zahir. You're always good for a good laugh.
No problem.
Thank you, my friend. Oh my god, he's so funny. That's an insult to chickens. I love you guys. Oh my god, we have the best. This is too much fun. You guys make it worth it for me coming here every day. I get so frustrated with these Trump fuckers, but you guys, damn, Friendly Time's got to be my favorite because you guys make me laugh. I love you guys. Grandma, how are you?
Diava, how are you?
I am having a fun time right now.
Us too. He was awesome.
Oh, Zahir is hilarious. He's like that every time. He's so funny.
Yeah. So I was at one of the 2 Las Vegas rallies this weekend.
Oh, nice.
And there was a lady that was up here that was talking about the POC not being there, whether it was Latino, Latina, Black, it did not matter. We had a few, but there were quite a few more driving their cars around, honking their horns with their hands off banners, flags, pride flags,
Yeah.
You name it, because that was a lot safer.
Yes, yes, they were supposed to stay home. They did their job.
Yeah. So they did their job by being safe but yet supportive. So that was awesome to see. And that was at the one downtown. The one that was on the strip at the New York was definitely less street supported, only because if you've ever driven down on the strip on a Saturday in Las Vegas, it's like LA traffic.
I would imagine, yeah.
It's horrible. Just the crosswalks alone. Luckily, they have a lot of elevated crosswalks now, but you still get crosswalks. But just like we probably had, I'd say at least 5,000 people downtown. We took up two city blocks. On each side, 2 city blocks. We had to, there was people. I was on the live the whole time, and by the stars aligning, somehow, some way, I never got taken down. I don't know how, but I didn't get taken down.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was great. I had all kinds of MAGA in there, just bitching, moaning, pissing, whining the whole way through, and I was like, hey, come on, MAGA, let's go. That's just raising my algorithm. Let's go. Come on.
Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
Keep going, baby. So that was pretty fun.
Engagement is engagement.
Exactly. But I ended up walking almost 3 miles.
Oh wow.
But I was really smart. I took the bus down to where it was, so I wasn't trying to find parking.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get out of there without being blocked off for some reason. You just never can tell if some kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs people are gonna show up and act cool. One of my friends owned a tattoo shop down there, so I was able to go over there, sit down, chill, talk to them for about an hour before I walked back to the bus stop. So that was nice. But it was, like I said, it was about 5,000 people. There was a couple that are professional clowns, and they had signs that essentially said, "Even clowns, I hate Trump." So that was pretty good. But it was very busy. It was very organized. It was very non-confrontational. There were police all along the route keeping us safe. There was not one protester that was there that I saw leaving cuffs. Not one.
Yeah, I heard it was very peaceful for the most part. Yeah.
It was very, very peaceful. There was a few people that drove by in their Schwasta trucks that were, sticking their hands out the window with a certain formation of their hand. And, all of us were, definitely out shining them and, booing them and whatever. But there wasn't a whole lot of cursing coming from us. It was a whole lot of boo. So, like I said, very, very peaceful. Of course, he had to be nasty, ugly, combative, everything that you would expect from MAGA.
Of course.
Whereas we were doing everything that they didn't do in January of 2021. So it was great. It was great. I loved it. But I went to both of Kamala's rallies when she was here in Las Vegas.
You mean you guys didn't shit all over the sidewalks and stuff?
You know what? Somehow or another, I managed to find a bathroom so that if my bowels needed to be excavated, I was able to, relieve myself accordingly. I was.
It's amazing.
I didn't step in any kind of human excrement, and I certainly didn't see anybody smearing any human excrement anywhere. But
you don't say. You mean we were civilized?
No. It's amazing when you have civilized people having their voices be heard versus uncivilized Homo sapiens decide to storm the castle. It's like storm the castle,
trans kid. I'm that mom.
Oh, that would be me too. Like, it's like, this is my child. It's my child, period. End of discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. I tell him all the time, God has just determined I am a better boy mom. That's all.
That's all. That's easy.
Because I have three other sons, so I'm just a better boy mom. That's all there is to it, and I'm fine with that. And I have 2 beautiful daughters-in-law, and I have 3 granddaughters and 4 grandsons. So I got my girls. I still got my girls because I got my daughters-in-law, and they're fantastic human beings. But anyway, did you happen to see the news about Roberts, Chief Justice Roberts?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I definitely am concerned about the Supreme Court saying that they don't have to return that man that they've already admitted that they accidentally sent to El Salvador. Like, I'm legit, like, if the Supreme Court rules with Trump that they don't have to return that man, it's time to leave this country. Because if people don't have, if he doesn't have a due process, none of us have due process. If you can be disappeared off the street, they could say that I'm an enemy of the state because I'm up here talking against Trump, and they could just come and take me away and send me to a fucking El Salvadorian prison. Okay. No. It should be a 9-0 decision of no, we're not blocking the courts from making you bring them back. Now, the only thing that I know about this when I was listening to somebody, because I was like, what the fuck? This was not a final decision. This was just a stay because he was supposed to be returned before midnight tonight. So this was just to give a stay on the midnight decision. Now, if they go into a final ruling and the Supreme Court goes along with Trump, I think I'm out of here. And I don't say that lightly because it's going to be monumental. But we have lost we've lost all checks and balances. This man will be able to do that to anyone he wants, and the Supreme Court's not going to make him return people back. That is a very, 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 very concerning problem.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And then one more thing, and then I'll land my plane and have the next person come up. Obviously, I appreciate it, but Pam Bondi supervising or suspending the 15-year Department of Justice lawyer
because he wouldn't lie to the court
before the Maryland. He went before the Maryland court. Yeah. Because you have to support what this administration wants. Doesn't matter that it's unconstitutional. You're going to do what I tell you to do.
Yep. And that's just that's sending a message to all the other attorneys that if you don't do it, that's going to happen to you too. Exactly. But they need to one by one not do that.
That's the problem.
Because she said, of course, Pam Bondi's always been corrupt. She was corrupt when she was the AG of Florida.
Like corrupt coming out the womb.
Oh yeah. She's just gross. But
she is.
She says that they have to stand up for the United States. That's not what she means. Because they were standing up for the United States Constitution. What she can't put on paper is that you better do what Donald Trump wants. So she says you have to vigorously defend the United States. Well, that's what that lawyer was doing. He was standing up for the Constitution. And he's the one who admitted that they messed up. So, of course, he's out. He's on administrative leave.
He stood up for the Constitution and not the administration. So, therefore, it doesn't matter that he is the acting lawyer for the immigration part of the DOJ. So, of all of them, he's the most qualified DOJ lawyer to be upholding the Constitution, but because it's going against what Trump wants,
they don't care about the Constitution.
Suspended for it.
They don't care about the Constitution.
Nope, they don't.
They do.
The 14th Amendment does not apply to somebody who is got more melanin in their skin than you or I.
Yep. Or if they're here legally or illegally.
My husband
My husband is Native. He's Native American. I'd love to see them try to deport him. Where are you going to deport him to? Oklahoma? Because that's where his ancestry is Oklahoma. His ancestors,
Okay.
his great grandfather walked the Trail of Tears.
Oh, wow.
So no.
Well, thank you for coming up there, my dear. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Diava.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Love always.
Love you too. Thank you so much. They don't care about ancestry. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about the rule of law. They don't care about any of it. That's why they don't care. Hi, Dr. Keisha.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Horrible Monday. My goodness.
Can you, real quick, can you hear the TV?
Yeah.
Coming through the wall. Oh my God. They're watching Harry Potter and it's so freaking loud. And I think they think they're in a damn movie theater. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, the TV, to be fair, it's literally behind this wall. So it's just because it's right there. But my God, it's loud. Okay. Good thing I'm almost done. They just jacked it up. I'm like, the heck is that? Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's Monday and it's already been a lot. I'm glad that you guys, I was very proud on Saturday. Saturday, I learned some new line dances, like seriously. And I was thinking to myself when I was listening to them talk about the peaceful protesting, even if we would have peacefully protested, I'm glad we stayed out of it because
Yes.
there would have been reason to lay hands on people. So.
Yeah. But you do notice, I'm sure it's not lost on you, the vast difference of the police response during the BLM protest where they came in SWAT gear, as opposed to none of them showing up in SWAT gear to this protest.
Yeah, you guys are protected. Someone in the chat said that they got their MMR because of our talk, and I'm glad you did
good.
check your title because we had another unaliveness
We
the other
did.
day. And then guess what happened today? I just did a video on it.
Is
They
it?
closed down the hepatitis and STI center completely. When I mean completely, there's 28 people that work there, right? This is not funny. They ordered them to close immediately. Some employees reported they weren't even able to go back in to get their stuff. Specimens. So the STI and Hepatitis Center, y'all, is a nationwide CDC center that does testing for STIs that are resistant to treatment, like drug-resistant gonorrhea, that does hepatitis testing, that does the difficult cases nobody else can answer nationwide and worldwide, and figures things out, and also does the guidance on how to treat STIs. They closed the whole center down, and then their specimens are still coming in, and then the hazardous material that's supposed to be monitored is just sitting there. Like there's nobody in the building.
Holy fuck.
You have to laugh because I swear these people are stupid. They don't know what they do when they do stuff like that. You cannot leave this type of stuff unattended.
This is crazy.
It is.
Like, how do we make it stop? Like, I feel like I was feeling so upbeat. Now I feel like, fuck.
Like, require drastic measures.
I can't say on here what I want to do. God, this is nuts.
No, it really is.
Of course, RFK was spouting off about water and the fluoride. But I did hear recently, he said, I think the best effective measure against measles is the vaccine.
After he already threw that information at people, and the parents of the first child who was unalive,
yes,
they still stand 10 toes down that
I know.
They do not believe in immunization.
I know, and they had other kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and doctors are also treating vitamin A intoxication right now too.
Oh, I did read that as well. Yes, that's super great. This is like ivermectin 2.0. Am I wrong?
Not at all. Yes, he did, Cooley. Close all, yeah, he did.
Close all the CDC for your offices. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, so Alan W. Wilson III, Mr. Smiley, comes in to the chat and says, Trump 2028. Read the room, dumbass.
Okay, I hope that makes you feel better.
And
That. It was like the one when I was driving home from work. I'm in West Texas, by the way. Work town. I'm driving back to where I'm staying. I was listening to you, and you listed all of these reasons against Trump, and he was like, "Okay, anything else?"
And then I'm like, "So what are you gonna say?" And he's just like. I'm like, okay, good talk. I love when they're sitting like Trump 2028, and I'm like, he's not eligible to run for a third term. Like, even Trump supporters don't believe in the Constitution anymore. Like, they don't care. They don't care. I'm like, well, if he makes it so he can run a third term, hello, Obama. I know Michelle probably wouldn't let him run again, but.
No.
But I'm like, if he makes them, if they're eligible for a third term, I'd be like, hey, Obama, you want to give one more term, buddy? Because if you put Obama against Trump, Trump won't have a snowball's chance. And I would love to have him lose to a black man.
Oh, that would be like Trump for prison 2028. Somebody said.
I can get down with that one. But thanks for coming up, Dr. Keisha.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I always love having her up here. All right, y'all. I've got to go. But thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for the taps, the likes, the love, for the Cash App, the Venmos. Just thank you for your support. Thank you for being here every single day. I couldn't do this every single day without you. I adore you so much. My main account will be back up around 4:15 tomorrow. So I may go live starting on this one. And then if I have to do a restart, we'll move over to my main account. But if I win my appeal, I'll be back on my main account tomorrow. But either way, I'll be here at 4 o'clock tomorrow, whether it's on my main account or on this backup account. But otherwise, I will be back tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a great night. And keep the faith. We got this. We'll make it through. All right. Thank you to my YouTube and Twitchers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here today. I really appreciate you guys' support. Make sure you guys have all subscribed. Make sure you've liked the live so that, I can start building my page over here on YouTube. I'm getting real sick of TikTok, to be quite honest with you. But have a great night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll do it all over again. Bye.